Hello YouTube, we're going to change this punch here and then we're going to harden it if we can with the torch. I showed this in a video one day that it was really a cheap ratchet, so it does not hold a point. We're going to try to taper it more because like I said, you can't see what you're doing if you use it for a center punch. It's so bad at the bottom. So we're doing it entirely on the grinder. I did mention the other day when I was making my pry bar with the screwdriver handle, I think I had it wrong. When you're grinding like this, you're grinding more out of the center because this is a curved wheel. And I don't like going up to a grinder like this. Maybe lightly on something so it don't catch and shove it at you. But I just thought I'd mention that. I kind of wish the coarse wheel was over on this side because I'm right-handed. But I can adapt. I'm not going to do that. I've already had this off. I put some masking tape on the shaft. Put together one of the washers. The hole was bigger from the outside, centered it with the nuts. I took out some of the wobble. And it does have less vibration. But it's hard to find 6-inch stones for these. I was on Amazon and different tool companies. These are 5/8 wide. I can find a 3/4 wide. You can get silicon carbide, which I really don't need, but I've seen a lot of stuff that was really cheap. So beware on that. If it looks cheap, it's probably a cheap wheel. So we're going to put up with this till we wear it down. But in the meantime, we will always research to see if we can find something a little better grade of wheels for these. Because if you take the wheel off this thing, I mean, it does not vibrate as bad. I've run it without the wheel on it. So, like I said, for 40 bucks, I'm not going to complain. Oh, you might not notice the other videos. It said that warning sticker clear down into here. I couldn't handle it. I took the razor blade cup, and guess what was underneath it? A paint chip. Well, I can't cry about that. It's going to get used, right? You know, this is the actual frame of the motor where the copper windings is. There's not a cover. I am positive it is. It's probably the laminated stacks of metal, and then they put that paint over it. Because if you look, you'll see little grooves. See it? This is actually the motor frame with the caps on, which will help it cool. I mean, it's a cheaper way to make a motor. Not going to complain, but let's get to work. We talked about this enough. This is going to be a real short video. We're going to try to keep it there. We're just going to use just the grinder for something to do. We're bored. It's not too cold out. It's not taking too much wood to heat the stove up. We did improve the tin. Had that piece in there. We got the slide behind here. Like I said, this off a can of chicken. It's like flexible tin. It's different than a regular soup can. But that really helps not to throw that in your face. We did both sides. Most of them sparks go out when they come out. It's just that it's coming at you, and always wear goggles. I don't care if you got these shields or not. That's kind of like safety in case something slams up. Even to me it is. But always wear goggles when you do this stuff. You don't need something in your eyeball. So enough of that. Let's get to work. Okay, real quick. We're taking pictures of each step we're doing to make this. We're going to try to go for a taper punch on this. We're not getting the grinder too hot. We're not bearing into it. Don't force into the grinder wheel. See where I'm making that ridge. Okay, there's the original tip. Right in there. And I took a picture of this. And I just took a picture of this. And then next I'll take a picture of coming back here a little further and tapering it a little bit more. First I'm going to taper this. See right here to here? We're going to concentrate on making this tapered. We don't want steps, so we got to come back here and take some off. You just practice this stuff. You know, we made this taper smaller than what it used to be, so all we're doing is just taking out little by little. Would be nice to stick that in a lathe and do it. It's pretty cheap still. It throws those sparks where they sparkle at the end, but they're more orange than the white hot. When I did that grout tool thing, whatever I thought it was I was playing with, it was white hot sparks. So there's a difference in metal there, even if they do say it's tool still. So Back to more work. We thought we'd show just a few steps on how it is, little by little. Just take your time. I put my hand on the grinder motor. It's warm, but it's not hot. So, cheap grinder, we don't want to overuse it. Okay, now we're going to go over to our drill we use for buffing, and we'll show you the stone we're going to use, and we're going to fine tune this. If you find yourself, it looks like you make little divots and craters, go on the wheel a little different. If you just keep, because you can spin this way with the drill, this way the grinder goes, or you can spin opposite away from it as it's coming at you. You can get up here kind of at an angle. If you find you're getting, because it's hard to go back and forth and make it even. So if you find yourself making kind of some divots and stuff because the wheel's in, you can kind of come at an angle like that if you wanted to. I did not really use the fine stone because it doesn't take much off. So these are 36 and 60 grits. That's the 36. Okay, let's go over to the drill and I'll show you what stone we're going to use. Okay, we're going to use what works best. I do not know what got into that stone I was grinding on. I could have been on wood or something, but whatever works best. They just chuck in the drill. And you all know how I have my drill mounted up here for buffing and stuff. So here we go. Okay, I used a gray one. It's softer. It put a nice finish on there. Kind of bullet shape. And we did come out here and kind of make this edge look better, or it has a step to it. That's just how we're going to make it. Get down here and get something like that. It still don't have a point on it yet. We're working on it. Don't put a sharp point on there till you're done. Okay, we're going to buff it all up with different scrubby wheel stuff. Make it nice and polished. Trying to make it look as shiny as we can without any polish. We're just going to use that wheel if we need it, then to this one, then to this one. Okay, we'll be almost done. Okay, here we all are all polished up there. That's about 3/64 on there. So, we're not going to put a point on it yet. We might have a use for this someday where we don't want it pointed, but just something quick, make another homemade tool. We're not getting tired of it, we're just running out of material. So we need to find more stuff to make. So thanks for watching.